Now, Friday Night Fever with Mike Ludlam.
Good evening, everyone. The Gwyn Model Towners and Norway Knights met tonight in our showdown of the week. Let's head to McCormick Field for the action. It was homecoming at Gwyn, and they had fast food as their theme, and apparently this night wasn't so lucky. Mounter Towners looking for their first playoff berth since 1999. First drive, Gwyn knocking on the door. Chris Bosworth cannot come up with it, and the Knights are able to turn the ball over on downs. Next Norway possession, Josh Plant rolls back into the end zone, and Josh is in trouble because down he goes. Logan Kroluk with the sack and safety, 2-0 Gwyn. Model Towners back in the red zone. Chris Bosworth will fumble, and Brian Stankina recovers for the Knights. Then Norway would have to punt. Gwyn gets the ball back again. Bosworth will hurdle over a defender right there, and he gets a good first down out of that one. A couple plays later, Kevin Roberts looking to throw. Does. Unfortunately, it's in the hands of Canyon Rosado, and the Knights have their best field position of the game in Gwyn territory. 3rd and 5 from the 5. Plant lobs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Wilson, 6-2 Norway. On the ensuing kickoff, everybody thought it was going deep, and no, it didn't. And it hits right off the Gwyn front player, and Norway would get the recovery. Warren also there. 4 plays later, Caleb Tinky cuts back right in front of the camera. We always appreciate that. He goes to the house for 40 yards. Norway leads 12-2. Norway goes on to win this battle 25-2. Let's go to Marquette. Brand new turf at Marquette taking on the Gawney. Second half action, Shane Ring punches it in from 3 yards. And the Gawney is going to get another touchdown as Neil Violetto will have the short run. And the Gawney's lead was at 30 at that point. Then Brock Aho trying to stick it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Brock wins the battle of number 3s here, and the Gawney wins the Diamond Jubilee Trophy by the count of 32-0. Great Northern Conference battle in Kingsford, Flivers and the Braves. Gladstone, Darren Johnson to Rudy Peterson, and he's going to go 38 yards to the house after a nice move. Extra point was no good, but Gladstone off to a nice 6-0 lead. That unfortunately made Kingsford very, very angry. They have a 7-6 lead. Sawyer Perpich, 9 yards, spins into the end zone. That made it 14-6 after the extra point. After a Braves fumble, Flivers back in business. Perpich, Luke Therrien, 9 yards for the score. That made it 21-6. Kingsford goes on to win 42-14. Perpich 14 of 17 passing in the first half. To the Lower Peninsula, Menominee returning for a battle with DeWitt. The Panthers were up here last year. Good support from the Maroons. The Panthers are pretty good this year. Will Nagel, that's 35 yards to J.D. Ross, 7-0 Panthers. And there would be more where that came from. Then on the reverse, J.D. Ross makes one cut, and yep, he's gone. This is good for 50 and a 14-0 lead. And Ethan Molesky is wondering, did we really have to make this return trip? Menominee was looking pretty good on this kickoff return. However, Hunter Haas is going to end up fumbling, and the Panthers would recover. That would lead to, yes, another touchdown. DeWitt led 41-0 in the half. The top team of the UP goes down, unfortunately, big time tonight. DeWitt 48, Menominee 14. Remember, though, DeWitt's in Division 3, Menominee's in Division 5. Elsewhere on the scoreboard, Escanaba loses a heartbreaker at Merrill, Wisconsin, 21-20. Iron Mountain back in form, 30-8 over Bark River Harris. Ashton Bergman, 40 carries, 195 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and Westwood needed every single one of them to beat Manistee 24-21. And Newberry blanks Rogers City 33-0. The number 1 team, the Little 5 pool, St. Ignace and Marty Spencer taking on Ishpeming. And this is first quarter action, and ouch! Ooh, that's has to hurt. Isaac Olson twisted. That was a face mask penalty, so second quarter early, and you give the ball to Tanner Delangelo for 11 yards and the touchdown. That would tie the score at 8 after the 2-point conversion. That was also the halftime score. Third quarter, Mitchell Peterson for St. Ignace will gain about 15 yards around the 35-yard line. Number of plays later, 5-yard quick hitter from Kenny Rickley. A Peterson 2-point conversion run made it 16-8 Saints. Each team scored one more touchdown. St. Ignace, top team, the Little 5 poll wins over the Hematites 24-16. To Iron County we go, where West Iron County was already partying against Hancock, and Grant Hokinson is going to get a touchdown for the Bulldogs. But this was West Iron's game, as you can tell, from start to finish, and Hancock trying to get in the playoffs, but not successful tonight. West Iron County, your winner, 34-7. Over to Barriga County, where L'Anse was taking on Northland Pines. It was the Purple Hornets homecoming. L'Anse had a touchdown in the second quarter, and then the defenses went to work as Northland Pines had a hard time getting yards. Good job by the Purple Hornets defense there. And yes, the Eagles defense also playing well while the cameras were there. They decided to do their scoring while we weren't there. I don't know why that works that way sometimes. And L'Anse back on the win column, 26-12. Cooper Joffitson had 2 TD passes to Logan Fish. Back on the scoreboard, Hurley, a road victory at a Houghton, 20-14. Calumet 49, Ironwood 2, and Munising's back in the win column. Mustangs 36, Skogebic 6. 8-man football will head back to Iron County, and this is Ontonagon and Forest Park, and you're going to see lots of number 42 when we can find him. There he is, Dan Nasserini. He scores this touchdown to get the Trojans going 8-0 early in the first quarter. Ontonagon tries to establish the running game, and Mr. Nasserini's friends are there to take care of business. Dan was there just in case things didn't go well. Mr. Nasserini would end up with just 8 carries in the contest, 320 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 4 2-point conversions. This just in, he's still pretty good. And Forest Park goes on to win easily, 64-6. Back to Barriga County, the Vikings homecoming against Engadine. And Engadine are rolling out. Trevor Brawley to Carter Frisch, and Carter makes a move. He's going to scoot into the end zone from 65 yards, and the Eagles are on the board. Later in the quarter, Eagles doing more. Scout Bigger with the ball, and Bigger is better, especially when it almost runs over the camera, but he gets back and stays inbounds, and yes, he is in the end zone as well. Eagles up 16-0. And they would keep on scoring at a regular rate, and Engadine, your winner, 59-6. On the 8-man board, an upset in the 8-man football poll tonight. Pickford all over Cedarville, 44-14. Stevenson rolls past Cardinado, 70-0. Hey, the best game of the night was in Rudyard. The Bulldogs edge Onaway, 42-38. When we come back, we have college hockey as both Michigan Tech and NMU have their home openers. So we'll check on WCHA action when we come back. The Michigan Tech hockey team started the season with 4 road games. Did not go so well in the win column, but tonight Mel Pearson's team, the home opener against Alabama Huntsville. First period, a little more than halfway through. Mark Auk skating circles around the defense and shoots and scores. Mitch Rinke with the assist, and the Huskies have a 1-0 lead. Less than 20 seconds later, Dylan Stamen will come in, shoot, picks up his own rebound instantaneously, and puts that one home. And Tech leads 2-0 at 11:55. A couple minutes later on the power play, rebound will come out to Shane Hanna, swish. And Michigan Tech is off and running with a 3-0 lead after 1. To the second, Jake Hanna bounces one in off the post, and he is in the scoring column. Tech up 4-0. And then Tyler Hainanen is going to make a sweet pass to Reed Sturos, who had no choice but to score. And Michigan Tech rolls to the victory, 7-3. Meanwhile, at the Barrie Events Center, Atte Tolvanen and the Wildcats ready to take on Bemidji State. Second period action. And boom! The one-timer is stopped from Zach White. Beavers still up 1-0. Let's move to the third, where the Beavers are going to get some offense going here. Kyle Bauman, Miles Fitzgerald, Jay Dickman puts that one home, and it was 2-0 Beavers on the goal by Dickman. Then the Wildcats pulled the goalie late, trying to get one on the board. Jordan Klimek toward the net, but Colin Peters will take care of that. And a 2-0 victory for Bemidji State over the Wildcats. 7:07 tomorrow night, same for Michigan Tech. On the scoreboard, it was Lake Superior State all over Michigan State, 6-1. Western 5, Bowling Green 4 in the 3-on-3 version, officially a tie in the NCAA. In volleyball, NMU beat Maryville, Missouri 3-1. Northern Michigan over Malone 3-1. Cedarville, Ohio down Michigan Tech 3-1. Lake Superior State lost twice, 3-0 to William Jewell and 3-0 to Bellarmine. Michigan Tech soccer, the women had all kinds of fun beating Lake Erie 5-0. Northern drops one to Walsh 1-0. Lake Erie and NMU on the men's side played to a 1-1 tie. The NMU golf course, where the Upper Peninsula College Cross Country Championships took place this afternoon. The women had a 6-kilometer course that began along the 9th fairway. A number of top runners from the three schools did not run today, as their coaches wanted to save them for the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference meet at Big Rapids next weekend. Michigan Tech's Amanda Kautzer and her teammates had some fans with interesting signs. Here's Amanda, and here comes the sign quoting a former Tech runner. Yes, run fast and don't be stupid, Jake Isaacson. Wildcats cross-country skier Sophie McDonald crossed the finish line first in just under 23 minutes, with another skier, Megan Edick, second about a dozen seconds later. The Wildcats took the team title with 19 points. Lake Superior State was the runner-up, paced by Lydia Haymanen's fourth place finish. Tech was third with 62. Amanda Kautzer was fifth in the college division. On the men's side, they ran 8 kilometers. A couple Wildcat cross-country skiers sprinted to the front. In fact, the cross-country skiers did pretty well for Northern. Adam Martin in the white t-shirt coming up here was the winner, 25.5 minutes, 2 seconds ahead of another skier, Ian Torchia. NMU has a club team, so it can't win the team title, but Michigan Tech won the team title handily, sweeping the top 6 spots, and Lake Superior State was second. Michigan State men's basketball coach Tom Izzo, who is busy with the first night of practice, has been selected to receive the Dean Smith Award, given each year to a college basketball person who embodies the spirit and values of the late North Carolina coaching great Dean Smith. Football Sunday, Packers in business against the Cowboys at 4:25 Eastern on Fox UP, our sister station. 1 o'clock, Lions and the Rams on Fox UP. No Theo Riddick, no Eric Ebron, no DeAndre Levy, no Haloti Ngata. Not good news for the Lions. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.